So there are four horsemen of the apocalypse. Four things which appear before really, really bad things happen. There are horsemen of the apocalypse for me in Yu-Gi-Oh! And these are my four horsemen. When I see these cards, I know I am in for a bad time. So this is the best analogy I could come up with, and that is keys and locks. I remember when I first started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I was playing a Rika deck, and it was a bit more of a simple game state back then, but what I liked is there was one point where it was back and forth, and I was like, how can I use my deck to essentially open this lock? So how I see Yu-Gi-Oh! Now is you have so many different keys and so many different locks. In a way, I want to build a lock so complicated my opponent can't get through it easily, and I want to have the right set of keys to be able to open most of my opponent's locks. I think that's a pretty apt analogy. Now, some keys are really good at opening most locks. So you say your hand traps are useful, your engines are useful. Like, these are super, super useful. Like, these combinations, I should have used a different color, that's fine. These combinations, in my opinion, will do well against 85%, 90% of cases. But it's kind of hard to explain that I generally don't have that much fun playing the most played decks. I like to have some variety. I like to play with decks that I think are fun. Doing this, though, puts me at a disadvantage. So these decks that I play are good against, I'd say, 60% of decks. When I run into a certain set of decks, like 40% of other decks, it really comes down to, am I lucky? Does my opponent misplay? Even if I played a perfect game, I just don't have enough tools and resources to win the game. However, there are four cards in particular. When I see these cards, my anxiety, not the right term, goes from here to here. I'm like, boom. I know I am in for a really bad time against these decks. So my plan is, let's bring all these decks together and see if I can give my opponent that same feeling. So it's the first duel, and I have this nice Zexal card. I don't really know what it does, but I'll play it anyway. And I get the Gene Raider card out there. So I've not studied how these cards work. It's just muscle memory from having seen it so many times. And then it's also just hoping it just is a coherent thing. Like, I got no idea what this card does. This big tree. And yeah, I think I can activate the Gene Raider card out now. So this is actually pretty cool. Like, I know the big guy can negate, so hopefully I can negate at the right time. I, in fact, did not negate at the right time, and my opponent just keeps going off. So yeah, that was a poor play from me. But you know, as always, the first duel I don't expect to win, and I've kind of realized now, putting together 4 pieces of one deck doesn't make a good deck. Like, if a good deck is 100%, I've taken 25%, 25%, 25%, 25%, and ended up with 80%. The maths make sense when I'm saying it this way, but not mathematically. Like, you've lost the cohesion of each deck by playing a small part of it. So you pay a penalty. Baron comes out, and at this point, I know it's game over, you know? So... yes. Okay, we give it one more go, and like bit by bit, I'm learning the right combo. So I've managed to get Utopia out. I've managed to get the Dragnir out. And then I'm like, okay, I think we're in business. Except my screen is a bit too much to the left, that's fine. You're gonna see in a few of these duels, I've kind of misplayed because I don't know how these things work. But surprisingly, when the deck gets going, I actually managed to win a couple of duels. Okay, so I am sort of getting used to piloting these decks. Like, I know which cards go into which now. So my opponent's played Resonator. Not done much. I feel good. I know that I might as well get out my Ascendant Sage, 1/3 special summon. Bring out the Field Grenader boss, which is so powerful. Like, you summon one Gene Raider or Grenader, and then you get tokens. So if I can get 2 Gene Raiders out there, I can pop or use 2 negates. And these negates like always refresh themselves, which is so cool. And I think it's Har, the boss Gene Raider, Grenader, is really, he's actually broken in a way, So, get some damage on board. I bring out my tree. I don't know what this tree does, how you play with this tree, but I just know I hate seeing it. Get out my second Gene Raider. Got 3 out now. And, I'll take the first pop. My opponent has no cards. This looks pretty good. And if I've done the maths correct, which I think I have game on board. 1, 2. Tree next. And then this card. So I'm taking that as my first win. And that Field Spell card carried me. Because I had no idea what I was doing. So I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I do not know how I do this first turn kill or FTK with the Utopia deck. So I know summon these 2 out, and then you get the card called Hyper Rank Up, but I don't know how you use this card. So use Hyper Rank Up, you get like the big Dragonair thing, you discard like a card from it, I think, and then you special summon some weird snake thing, and then they scooped. So that's a win. Alright, so, the hand I have now is not the worst. It's what the hell is that? My opponent sets 4 and passes, so I know I'm in for a bad time. I like that I can use the Zexals to kind of get some kind of engine going, so I try it as if I'm baiting out my opponent to stop it, but I still get to play an extra summon. So I've kind of liked this area. Okay, yeah, well, Bottomless, okay. I've got a feeling my opponent's kind of either playing a Traps Tricks deck, or they're maybe doing some kind of fun deck. Which I do appreciate, I think it keeps the game interesting. Harpies, okay. Not the... Again, that was just bait. Dark Hole. Yeah, their opponent's definitely playing some kind of like novel deck, but we'll see. We'll see. I guess you are down bad when you've got to attack with a ZS Arm Sage for some reason. I feel like applying some pressure was the right move, but I don't know. It's not like my opponent's playing a meta deck. And sometimes I feel like if I don't beat a meta deck, the challenge is almost void. But at the same time, I'm playing my game, they're playing their game. They've played some pretty strong cards, so I should kind of take it as, okay, cup of ace. They miss and, okay, we're getting there. I will happily take that. Where I am now, I'm like, you know what? It's time to go for Exodia. Don't know what my opponent's doing with those 5 cards, but they're obviously playing something. So I think it's fair that I do this. Okay. I've seen this card before, but I don't know what it does. Can't hand destruction, so I might just set it to fake. Yep. MST in 2025. Alright. Sometimes things just go your way. Like, I literally drew the second best card possible in my deck. If my opponent has some way to remove my hand, then I'm in trouble. And those 4 back row looks like... There we go. So once again, if you enjoyed the video, great. If not, well, it is what it is. You can stay and enjoy the song or have a good day. Yeah.
Clock starts ticking, but not for long. Shuffle up, but you played it wrong. No second turn, no second chance. FTK, end the dance. Draw my hand, it's all in place. Your life points gone without a trace. Stack the deck, play it tight. Duel is over before the fight. No escape, no delay. First turn win, that's the way. Generator floods, Exodia's might. And Avalon launch, Utopia strikes. Generator boss, token swarm. Feel the set, take the storm. Tribute fast, stack the chain. Before you blink, feel the pain. Draw my hand, it's all in place. Your life points gone without a trace. Stack the deck, play it tight. Duel is over before the no escape, no delay. First turn win, that's the way. Generator floods, Exodia's might. And Avalon locks, Utopia shines. Utopia strikes. Utopia strikes. 5 pieces drawn, it's destiny. Exodia's here, you can't break free. No negates, no second thought. Life bar drops, your soul is caught. Benevolent roots, the lock is tight. Life points bloom, can't win this fight. Link to link, vines entwine. Before you move, the game is mine. Utopia burst, OTK speed. One swing's all I ever need. Hope is gone, your board is bare. FTK, you weren't prepared. Turn 0 plays, no room to breathe. Jules decided, now take your lead. Flip the board and never stop. FTK, I take it all.